Iran, the bitter legacy. The U.S. Embassy in Tehran seized by Iranian militants. For America, the age of terrorism had arrived. 52 U.S. citizens and their country held hostage. The humiliation lasted for 444 days. A decade later, America has not forgotten, nor has Iran. NBC's Rick Davis goes back.
10 years ago, this was the United States Embassy in Iran. Now faded revolutionary posters have replaced the American eagle. On the wall, the words, "We will make America face defeat." 10 years ago, on November 4th, 1979, students and fundamentalist followers of the Ayatollah Khomeini went over the wall and occupied the embassy. 52 U.S. hostages were held for 444 days. The Ayatollah called the embassy a nest of spies trying to stop Iran's revolution. One student leader was Mohammad Ibrahim Askerzadeh, now a member of Iran's parliament.
It was clearly evident from the documents we discovered that the Americans were interfering in our internal affairs.
Now, 10 years later, NBC did get inside what was once the embassy without cameras. It is a school for Iran's Revolutionary Guards, the force set up by the Ayatollah Khomeini to defend his revolution. They are mostly illiterate young men. Here, they're getting a high school education.
During the brief time I was allowed inside, I could see that the once carefully manicured gardens are now in pretty rough shape, but the buildings seem to be well maintained. I was treated graciously, if with a bit of amusement, because an American was inside.
10 years ago, the embassy takeover signaled Iran's break from the West as the Ayatollah attempted to remodel the nation under strict Islamic fundamentalist principles. 8 years of war with Iraq turned Iran's Arab neighbors against the Islamic Republic and ruined Iran's economy. The end of the war and the death of the Ayatollah Khomeini have led to the first tentative steps toward the end of Iran's isolation. Now in Tehran, many Iranians seem more interested in rebuilding the country than remembering the past, the embassy, the hostages. President Hashemi Rafsanjani is searching for help, but not from the United States.
We have special problems with the United States. We have serious difficulties with them.
Rafsanjani must move carefully for fear of alienating still powerful fundamentalist factions. Iran's support for the fundamentalist group Hezbollah poses another problem. Hezbollah factions hold the foreign hostages in Lebanon. Iranian radicals oppose any effort by Rafsanjani to free them.
And we don't see any reason to get ourselves involved in this matter.
Women's dress is often a barometer of fundamentalist strength in Iran. Many are abandoning the chador. They wear makeup, show their hair, and occasionally a glimpse of something shocking by fundamentalist standards. A huge outdoor mosque is being built at the site of Ayatollah Khomeini's grave. Those who come here are mostly the poor. They will again be used by fundamentalists if Rafsanjani's power weakens. These are the true believers who shouted death to America when the hostages were taken 10 years ago. Their young are urged early to follow the path of the Ayatollah. Rick Davis, NBC News, Tehran.